I said I'm still the same bitch when the mic off. Quit comparing me to them, nothing like y'all. Oh, you think I'm turning up? This is light, y'all. You can't even dim my lights with the lights off. Won't let no little bitch influence me.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nunu back with another video. And look, y'all, I know I've been gone on a little hiatus for the past couple months. I ain't been uploading, I ain't been consistent like I usually have, but I have been making resin crafts. If you follow my page, Delon.Nunu, you would know I have been making a lot of resin crafts. I've been posting them on there. I actually have some for sale right now, so if you want to check those out, go on my Instagram. It'll be tagged in the link down below, and I'm gonna put it on the corner of the video so y'all can go follow it. And if you want to see any of our resin crafts that we making today, go follow that page ASAP. So y'all, let's just get right into the video today so I don't do too much talking, because you know I got a big mouth. I get to talking. But today's video is gonna be the story time on how I found out my, at the time, boyfriend had 2 kids. Damn! So we just gonna jump right into the story, because this is a very long story, y'all, because it lasted like 2 years down there. So we just gonna jump right into it. And then, okay, y'all, just before I get to, because I was about to get the cut and everything. Today we're making an ashtray. This is actually gonna be for sale on my page. So, like I said, go follow that page. You can see what we making, and you can buy it if you want to. So let's just get right into the story. Y'all already know, like I always tell y'all, in our stories from Tales of Unfortunate Events, and that's in this series, most of the story times, I'm young as fuck, y'all. Young and fucking dumb. So, yeah, be mindful. Let's be very mindful, very demure when we're commenting and sharing this video. I don't want to hear y'all saying, oh, Nunu, you a dumb bitch. You shouldn't have did that. Because guess what? Half of y'all mamas was dumb too. That's how y'all got here. I'm just playing. But let's get right into it, y'all. I was 19 when this situation first started happening. And I had met this boy, y'all. We gonna call him Lionel. We gonna call him Lionel because he was dusty as fuck.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
Y'all know the fucking dust clouds that followed Lionel, the boy off Charlie Brown, and every time he walked, the clouds just followed him like he was dirty as hell? Yeah. So we all call him Lionel for this story time. And I had met him, y'all, because at the time, I was in between jobs. If you know, you know. I changed jobs like panties, bro. I literally changed jobs like panties. So if you know, you know. I was in between jobs at the moment, though, y'all. Didn't have a job. Well, I had a job, but I didn't get my first paycheck. And if you know, you know. I blow like Snoop Dogg, bro. So I needed me some more, you know. And my best friend at the time, I ain't had no money. And my best friend at the time, we go call him, we gonna call him William. My best friend William at the time, he like, oh, well, I can't bring you none right now, but I got this friend of mine who sell it, and he could pull up on you with it. You just got to pay him back. I'm like, okay, cool. So he tells me I just got to pay him back, y'all. So I'm like, bet. So, y'all, he pulls up on me. But when he pulled up on me, I was walking to the store for some woods. And I don't know if y'all know them little shiesty masks. You know the shiesty mask. If you watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all, this boy pulls up on me with a shiesty mask. I can only see his eyes. But by his eyes, they was just like fire as hell. Like, they was light brown. They wasn't even like, I don't know, hazel. But they was like a little light brown, you know. They was fire. You already know we got to put our gloves on because we're working with chemicals. But I seen him or whatever, and I'm like, damn, can you take your shiesty mask off so I can see the rest of your face and see if they match with your eyes? He takes it off. Y'all, I see the prettiest white teeth. I see the blackest skin ever. Like, the blackest, prettiest skin ever, bro. And then he got dimples. He's smiling at me, y'all. He got dimples. So I'm like, what's your name? I never seen you before. You're supposed to be my best friend William's friend. And he like, you did meet me. You met me last week at a party at apartment. And it was a party at your apartment. I'm like, oh my gosh, you was there? Come to find out, y'all, I had met him at the party. I was just too drunk to realize. Fast forward, we sitting there talking, and I'm talking them up good, y'all. If you know, you know. I'm telling them, like, how I got my own apartment, how I got my own business, how I can cook. I'm just trying to talk Bookie up because I want him to fuck with me on some shit, you know. So, y'all, he like, okay, I'll slide through with your number. He takes my number or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna pay you your money on Friday. Y'all, Wednesday comes, I get my money early, because I think it was like Monday or something. I got my money early, so I end up paying Bookie the money early, because that's me. I pay my tabs off. I ain't the nigga that's gonna say, let me borrow something, and then I don't give you your money back for 6 months. No, I pay my tabs off immediately. So, y'all, I'm sitting there, and I send him his money or whatever, but I also send him a text and ask him, like, would he be open to having dinner with me at my house? I was cooking. So he like, that's cool. I'm with it. So, y'all, I'm thinking he's about to come over. He never comes over, y'all. So, he spin me or whatever. I'm feeling a little self-conscious because he spin me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. But he ends up spinning the block on the kid. And he pulls up on me with my boy best friend, William. So, I'm sorry, y'all, if I keep messing up. Because I'm not trying to say, like, real names. I don't want to be messy.
Say their names. And if not, like I told Lennar before, keep it on the playground.
But, because a lot of y'all might know these people. Yeah. So, I'm like, you know, what you doing tonight? He comes over to my apartment. I'm like, what you doing after this? Where you going? What you got on the floor? So, y'all, he is not trying to spend the night with me at my apartment. So, I'm feeling like really, really self-conscious at this point. Like, am I ugly to him? Can I not dress? Do my breath stink? What's going on? Y'all, he comes over again. Doesn't spend the night. Okay. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get him. Because I was trying to get him, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I was trying to get him. He ends up spending the night at my apartment. But we don't end up doing nothing with each other. Like, he just spent the night. I'm like, Bookie, I could have slept by myself if it was going to be like that. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I was trying to get on him. So, y'all, why he spend the night at my apartment and we finally hit it off. We finally do the do. And after we do the do, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I was in love with him because I'm like, you'd have literally, like, not let me get it so many times. Like, obviously, you're exclusive, bro. Like, you're not one of them, bro. Everybody can't touch you. So I like that. Y'all, I'm thinking afterwards, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm the type, if I have sex with you, I'm only having sex with you. And that probably sound kind of delulu. Like, you don't know if they're having sex with anybody else. I don't care. Okay? At this point, I be thinking I'm their girlfriend. Like, I don't know, y'all. A little delulu. It's delulu. So, y'all, I'm sitting there. And afterwards, he cool about it. Like, he cool about it. I'm thinking we cool. We was cool. He texts me afterwards, like, you know, I hope you okay, da-da-da-da. I'm like, I'm fine. He like, you know, we should hang out again. Y'all, like, he talking me up. So I'm thinking everything is cool between me and him. And mind y'all, he told me he didn't have a girlfriend. That's a very important thing to keep in mind in this story time. He told me, y'all, he didn't have a girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, y'all, we do it again. But this time when we do it, he like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Your shit just so good. I would prefer if we did it without a condom. Y'all, I never used to like do it without a condom because safe sex is great sex. If you know, you know. Safe sex is great sex. So I explained to him like I normally don't do that with people, but like maybe we could do it. Cause he's like, well, I don't be with nobody else but you. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, we can do it. We can do it. Y'all, why the hell we do it? And I go to the doctor to go get tested. I always go get tested when I have unprotected sex because, guys, you never know what the other person is doing. So I went to go get tested because that's just me. And I end up getting a call from my sister out of nowhere. Mind you, my phone is usually on Do Not Disturb, y'all. And like a certain time, after a certain time, it's on Do Not Disturb. I don't want to be bothered. But I get a call from my sister and she said my doctor tried to reach me and my phone went straight to voicemail and they couldn't reach me. And she asked me, was something wrong with me? I'm like, well, nothing should be wrong. I just only went to go get tested. But I know if a doctor calls you, and I only know this because, like, I ain't never got no call back. So I know if a doctor calls you, that means you got something. So, y'all, the doctor talks to me and he tells me that I have chlamydia.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
I boo-hoo cry. Because I'm like, I haven't been with nobody but Lionel. So I'm like, you know what? Lionel done gave me an STD. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Lionel done gave me an STD, obviously. Obviously, Lionel gave me an STD. Gotta be. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I ain't get myself no STD. So, boom, guys. I call Lionel. Lionel tells me that he fucked up. He didn't mean to put me in this position. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? You ain't mean to put me in this position. He said he fucked up real bad, y'all. And I was just like, so that means I'm fucked up at this point? Yeah, it meant I was fucked up too. So, I let it be, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I let it be. I left the boy alone. I stopped talking to him after that. I took my medicine because he tried to keep telling me like, oh, if we take our medicine, you will be fine. And I'm like, if we take our medicine, what do you mean? Like, you have had something before? And that's when he admitted to me, guys, that he had something previously before he even met me. So I was just like, yeah, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. After a while, I started getting really insecure. I felt like nobody would ever love me or like me since I had caught an STD. And even though it was curable, it just really messed with my self-esteem, y'all, because I've never caught nothing. So he's like, it's not that big of a deal. Because I end up going back to him, guys. He's like, it's not that big of a deal. You will be okay. You will be okay. Next thing you know, somebody tells me, like, just on, like, a weird anonymous tip that they think Lionel might have a kid on the way. So, y'all know I'm sitting there like, what? After finding out he gave me an STD, I'm like, what? I already knew he was cheating on me, obviously, because that's how he got the STD. But I'm like, it just can't be true. It can't be true. Guys, yes, it was true. I asked him, I'm like, hey, so do you have a baby on the way? He's like, I don't know, I might. So, y'all, when he told me he might have a baby on the way, I'm not gonna lie, that was enough for me. Like, literally, that was, like, it. It was it. I was almost at my breaking point with him. Like, literally at my breaking point. Because I'm like, I don't know what the hell else to do. Like, I stay in the house. I don't talk to nobody. I don't go nowhere. And now you got a baby on the way. You gave me an STD. Like, what am I doing wrong? That's all I could think, y'all, in my head. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Out of nowhere, he did tell me, like, okay, let's fast forward a couple months later, y'all. I know I'm all over the place with the story. But let's fast forward a couple months later. He asked me, like, does this baby look like him? And I'm like, yeah, she has your eyes. In your forehead, in your nose. I broke down crying, y'all. I broke down crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really his baby. Because he was telling me he didn't know if it was really his baby, and that's why he didn't tell me about her, because he honestly thought that it was our friend baby, because our friend was sleeping around with the same girl he was sleeping around with. They was running choo-choos on a girl together.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
And that's the same girl that gave him the STD, and he ended up giving it to me. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, that baby is yours. And he's like, that baby can't be mine. She light skinned.
Dummy bitch, you will never know shit. Don't nobody.
Yeah, guys, I was like, you're kind of stupid. That's your baby, though. That's your baby, fam. And I ended up just accepting her. Like, after a while, he ended up bringing her around me. And I accepted her because I loved her dad so much. It was like, okay, you just the extended piece of him. I didn't care who she came out of. It was just like the fact of you extended piece of him. So you cool peoples in my book. You feel me? I loved his little daughter. She was so adorable. So adorable. So we cool after that. We was cool after that for a couple months and everything. We was actually planning on having a son because he just wanted a son. But yeah, we was cool. We was like one big happy family. Then out of nowhere, y'all, one day comes and I'm riding around with my best friend, William, and our other friends. And I get a random call from a random number on my phone. At the time, I was in between jobs. Like I told y'all, I changed jobs like panties. I was in between jobs. And I was thinking it was a job calling me back, trying to tell me that I was being hired or for an interview or something, because I had applied to so many jobs around that time. Guys, it was just somebody playing on my phone. And when I answered the phone, I was like, hello? And they said, hello? I'm like, oh, hello? No answer. No one answered back. They hung up on me. So I'm like, that was weird. Maybe, it was a telemarketer or something. Because you know how they call your phone and they just want you to say hello. So the number calls me back. And I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't a telemarketer. Maybe it was a job. And the call got disconnected. So I'm like, hello? Guys. The person says, bitch, quit fucking playing with me. Is you fucking my man? I said, who is your man? Because if you know me, I'm crazy. I already done found out he gave me an STD and got a baby on the way. So, who's your man? Mind y'all, he told me he had told me on another day that he had another daughter. Like, randomly just told me he had another daughter. That the DNA test came back and it was 99.9% his. And I'm like, I told you that was your daughter. And he's like, no, this is for another girl. So I'm like, oh, wow. So you have 2 daughters. And he's like, yeah. And I'll show the screenshot for y'all in the video because y'all know I always got receipts. So the number, I'm talking to this random person. I'm like, who is your man? So by now I already know he got 2 kids and he already gave me the STD. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another girl fucking my man. Y'all, she tells me that she is his baby mama. I'm like, okay, which baby mama are you? Because I'm like, that's weird. How did you get my number and why are you contacting me? So she said she got his number out. She got my number out his phone the other night. And she was with him the other night. And she was contacting me to figure out had I been around their daughter. And I'm like, he's barely around. He just learned about the little girl 2-3 days ago. Because literally, y'all, he had just told me about the little girl like a week prior. So I'm like, he hasn't been around her. I wouldn't know if he'd been around her. So she's like, you trying to be funny? I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny. I just know he never really gets his kids. And he just found out about your daughter. And I know she really isn't around. He already told me that you were somebody from years ago, like previously to when we first met, you know? So she's like, I've been around this whole time. She explains to me actually that she is his sister's best friend. And everybody that I knew her. Because I'm thinking, y'all, like she was an outsider or something. Like nobody knew who she was. I was thinking like she was just a groupie hoe coming to me saying she was fucking my man. I literally thought that's what it was, y'all. I thought she was just a groupie hoe. Like, oh, I fucked your man. Ha ha. No, the girl had been around, like, on some family shit. She actually was around. So I'm like, okay, bet. I'm trying to tell my best friend. I'm like, pull up to his job right now. My best friend is like, no, I'm not about to get him fired from his job just because y'all finding out y'all sleeping with the same man. So I got, like, the biggest attitude at this point, y'all, because I just want to cut it to him. And I finally get in contact with him. I call his phone, and I'm like, yeah, your baby mama just called my phone. How did she get my number? And he's like, I don't know how she got your number. Oh, my gosh, I'm going to do something to myself. He's, like, talking all this suicidal stuff, y'all. He trying to say, like, I'm just believing what another girl is telling me. Like, I don't really love him because why would I ever believe what another girl is telling me? And I'm just like, well, she called me, and that was enough proof for me. Her calling me was damn sure enough proof for me. And he's like, that shouldn't be enough proof. We have a child together. What would make you think we don't actually hang out with each other? But I'm telling you, I haven't seen her in weeks. I'm like, well, you just said what would make me think y'all don't hang out with each other. Then you just turned around and said you ain't seen her in weeks. So which one is it? You're lying. You're lying at this point. You and the girl is really messing around with each other. And she probably was just curious, trying to see if I was around her daughter for real. But then eventually the girl started trolling me. Like she started saying like, oh, if that's your man, ask him where he was at this night. Ask him what position he had me in the other night. Like the girl was being real raunchy, ghetto, and just nasty. All on my phone. Like telling me what they was doing, all of this, all that. And then she started saying like, he said I was a boy. I was one of his friends or something. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, wow. She's like, yeah, he said you were a boy. I'm like, oh, my gosh. So, guys, I'm like, this is just too much for me. I ended up leaving him alone, and he begged me to take him back. He said he was going to do something to himself if I didn't take him back. He had said he ain't got nobody, and he just felt like his life was ruined because he just found out he had 2 kids at the ripe age of 20. Because, yes, y'all, we wasn't even 21 yet. Found out he had 2 kids. And he was just, like, feeling like his world was ending. And I felt really bad for him, y'all. Like, really, really bad for him. So, I took him back. In it all, I probably shouldn't have kept taking him back. Because it just honestly kept getting worse. Like, I ended up about to fight the girl. That's a different story time. But, yes, she came to my house to try to attack me, y'all. Like, it's too much. Me and her had made up after a while, but I don't know. Like, she just so in love with him that I don't think she ever could get past that. But yeah, y'all. Moral of the story: don't be young and fucking dumb over no man. Don't ever lose yourself over a man. If I could really be real, I know I joke a lot on my page and I joke a lot on my channel. But if I can really be real, like, don't lose yourself over no man. Don't put yourself in no predicament like that. Follow your instinct the first time. Follow your gut the first time. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's a lot of stuff that gave me red flags the first time when I first met the man. I just never listened to myself because I just was blinded by his attractiveness. But don't do that to yourself. And don't lose yourself, because losing your mind and who you are is one of the hardest things in the world you can get back. And I always tell people that. I lost myself and lost a piece of my mind, actually, with dealing with that man. And we only dealt with each other for damn near 2 years, but I lost a lot. I lost a lot. And if I can help a teenage girl or a young adult out there right now today, I would. And that's what I would tell you. Don't lose yourself for nobody. Find who you are, love who you are, and care for who you are. Because guess what? Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you like that. Out here like that. I promise you they're not. Except for God. That's the only person. But if you want to see some more crafts and you want to hear some more fun story times, and if you are interested in the crafts that we did on our channel today, please subscribe, like, comment, and go on my next YouTube video. Go to my Instagram page. Go tune in. Please engage with me, because little do y'all know, this is my day job, okay? This is my day job. So get on that with me, please. I am one of the most entertaining people you'll ever come across in your life, okay? But see y'all on the next video, y'all.
I said I'm still the same bitch when the mic off. Quit comparing me to them, nothing like y'all. Oh, you think I'm turning up? This is light, y'all. You can't even dim my lights with the lights off. Won't let no little bitch influence me. Y'all ain't